Hello, beautiful people of the internet. How are you doing today? My name is Jackie and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today in this video, I am going to see how many books I can unhaul in 10 minutes. I got this idea from megwithbooks, who did the same thing on her channel, and I thought it looked like it would be a fun video to do. Currently, I really don't have any room on my bookshelves, so either I need to get bigger shelves or some of these books need to go. And I definitely have books on here that, if I'm being honest with myself, I'm never going to read, I'm never going to read again, and I'm just not even going to think about. So why not get rid of them? I do have some ideas of places I could donate or sell the books that I unhaul, so stay tuned. I have some video ideas coming up that might be related to this unhaul. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer for 10 minutes and I'm going to see how many books I can get rid of in those 10 minutes. I will try to provide a brief, keyword being brief, explanation of why I'm unhauling the books, and just going to try to be quick and decisive with this. I think this will be hopefully a little more interesting than a regular unhaul, challenge myself here. And then at the end, we'll see how many books I am able to unhaul. I also have a stack of books from my last These Books Will Self-Destruct, which technically were unhauled already, but I still have them. So I don't think those count, but I will be donating those as well. All right, so I'm going to move my phone so that you won't be just staring at my backside while I unhaul books. Then we'll set the timer and just get right to it. I propped my phone up on my bookshelf. My ring light is creating a very eerie glow. But I am gonna start this timer and we're just gonna unhaul some books, all right? Are you ready? Okay, so first things first, I'm actually going to go here behind the camera. I think the hardest part of this is not going to be deciding what books to get rid of. It's going to be pulling them off my very precariously organized shelf. But first, I'm going to unhaul Notorious Royal Marriages by Leslie Carroll. I DNF'd this. It just was not my thing. This is a nonfiction book about royal marriages throughout history, though it is very Anglo-centric and it has a sort of gossipy tone. Was not for me, but I think somebody else might like this, so that's number one that I'm unhauling. And it fell off the chair, great. I'll unhaul The Constant Princess by Philippa Gregory. I gave this 2 stars, did not like it. This is a historical fiction about Catherine of Aragon. It was adapted into a TV show that I also didn't like. However, I do think somebody would be very excited to get this book, so I'm unhauling that. Then, what else do I have here? I'm going to unhaul Beneath a Scarlet Sky. This was just okay, not really my thing. It's a historical fiction about World War II. I received this in a blind date with a book, and it just wasn't really for me. I do not like World War II books. It's something I learned about myself. Not my favorite, but I think somebody else would really like this. Speaking of World War II books, I'm going to unhaul The Stolen Lady by Laura Morelli. I DNF'd this. It was not for me. This is a historical fiction told in dual timelines. One timeline takes place in World War II era France. The other takes place in Renaissance Florence. The writing, the storyline just was not for me. Disappointment, but I think somebody else will like this a lot, so hopefully someone will be excited to receive that. 7 minutes. This is going really, really fast. Okay, I am going to unhaul some of my young adult books because I'm not really into young adult anymore, and I just know I'm not going to read some of these. I'm going to unhaul Poor Little Dead Girls by Lizzie Friend. I read this before I started my booktube channel, I believe, and I really remember nothing about it. It's a young adult mystery thriller thing. Just not the kind of thing I'm into anymore. So unhauling that one. I think I'm also going to unhaul some of my Sarah Shepard's. I'm definitely unhauling The Elizas by Sarah Shepard. This is one of the worst books I've ever read. I absolutely hated it. 1 star. The main character was terrible. The romance was terrible. And I remember, I think I said it was also very predictable where the story was going. So The Elizas is going to go. I hated this. I will also unhaul The Lying Game by Sarah Shepard and its sequel, Never Have I Ever. These, I think I also read before I started my booktube channel. I was like 16 or something like that. And I think I enjoyed them enough at the time, but I don't remember them as not the kind of thing that I'm into anymore. So I'm going to send this to a better home. Starting to be paralyzed with indecision, and I don't know what to do. Should I unhaul some more of my Sarah Shepards? I mean, probably, but I don't know. What else do I have here? I definitely have a lot of young adult thrillers. Let's get rid of some of those. You know what? One of Us is Lying. I didn't like this book. I know it was so popular on BookTube. I think when I initially read it, I lied and said that I liked it because I wasn't confident enough yet to stand by my convictions. But newsflash, I didn't like this book. I think it had a trope that is borderline offensive, and it was not for me. But somebody will be very excited to see this book, so I'm sending it to a better place. So hard. Oh my gosh. I am going to unhaul They All Fall Down by Roxanne St. Clair. This is another young adult mystery thriller. I think I read this before I joined BookTube. I don't remember what I thought about it. I don't remember if I liked it or not. I haven't thought about it in years. So we'll send it to somebody who likes this sort of thing. I am going to unhaul The Assassin Game by Kirsty McKay. This is a young adult thriller I bought before I started my BookTube channel. I just bought it at Barnes & Noble, knowing nothing about it. And if I'm being honest with myself, I'm not going to read it. I've owned this thing probably for 8 years or something ridiculous like that, and I haven't read it. So let's just accept the fact that I'm not going to read it and give it to somebody who will actually like it better than I would. 15 minutes left. Oh my goodness. Should I unhaul any of my Sarah Dessens? Like in middle school, she was my favorite author, and I'm just not into that anymore. So maybe I should unhaul her. But I don't know. Here. These 2 books technically, sorry for the view you're getting of my armpit. These 2 books technically aren't even mine. They were my stepsister's, and she left them here, and they ended up on my bookshelf. Burn for Burn. I just hit myself in the glasses. Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Siobhan Vivian, and its sequel, Fire with Fire. These are 2 young adult books. I'm not sure if they're contemporary or mystery or contemporary with mystery elements. Point is, these aren't even mine, and I just know I'm not going to read them, so let's send them to a better home with somebody who will actually enjoy them. 44 seconds. Let's see if we can get one more in that time. There's one back here that I think I can unhaul. In time. I don't know. So I read this in college for a women's gender and sexuality studies I was taking. Oh my god, everything's falling off. Oh no. Stay, I'll fix you later. It's You Can't Touch My Hair by Phoebe Robinson. I think I liked it at the time, but I know I'm not going to read it again. So I'll give it to someone who actually, will enjoy it, I read it back then. I just don't think I'm ever going to reread it. So why not give it to somebody who will actually, really love it? This is a memoir or, essay thing. I don't really remember. It was littered with pop culture references, which probably are a little out of date now, but hopefully somebody out there will be really happy to get this. I'm not sure if I snuck this one in on time or not. It now says 0 seconds, but we'll just count it. That's it. 10 minutes are up. Actually, this is a really big stack. I did pretty well. Look at all these books that I unhauled. Okay, so even if we didn't count this one, that's still what? How many books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow, that's pretty good, honestly. My goal was to get at least 10, at least 1 book a minute, so 13 or 14. That's really good. I was going to hold up all the books that I'm unhauling, but I decided I like being upright. There's no way that I can lift that stack. Gravity is not on my side, so I'm not going to do that. But hey, 14 books unhauled, plus the ones that I have from last year's These Books Will Self-Destruct. That is a really successful unhaul. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And again, nothing personal to any of the authors whose books that I unhauled. Some of these books were books that I did like once upon a time. I'm just being honest with myself and saying they're not things that I'm going to read now. So why not give them to somebody else who will actually really love the books and have a lot of enjoyment because of them. You know, I'm just sending them off to a better home. You know, thank you for your service. Now you can go make somebody else happy. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. I post new videos every Wednesday and Sunday. My social media links are down below if you want to follow me on Tumblr, Instagram, or be my friend on Goodreads. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, and I'll see you next time.